school's history, they've been in the top 10. What does it mean to be in the top 10?
Well, because we started the preseason in the top 25, it means you've played okay so far. So, obviously we've had some good wins, both at home against Wisconsin and then in the Virgin Islands. So we've taken care of business to this point. Our offense has been incredibly efficient, but those polls being a lot more later in the season than they do now. But certainly I've been pleased with what we've done this far, and also excited about what I think the progress that we can make as the season moves forward.
Last week you talked about a big target on your back. Now it becomes even bigger now that you're ranked in the top 10. What do you tell the team?
Well, I talked to the team the other day about it. We have to remember back last year when we went on the road to Providence and Butler and Xavier and Villanova, Seton Hall, teams that were ranked in the top 25, and how you have just a little bit extra motivation when you go into those environments to try to knock off a team that's nationally respected the way those teams are. And now the shoe's on the other foot, and a team like Buffalo comes in here, in search of a signature win, and obviously we could be it. And they're an NCAA tournament team from a year ago that played very well in the NCAA tournament. A lot of those guys return, so we're going to get their best shot, and we understand that, and we have to be ready from the opening tip. Something that I don't think we did a very good job of against Loyola.
Yeah, we don't know much about this team tomorrow night. Just talk about what we can expect.
Well, they're big. They're 6'10", 235 inside. They're power forward, 6'8", 260, can shoot the three. They're Hamilton, their best player, can play anywhere 1 through 4, and they really move him around and try to get mismatches. He had a 34-point game in Alaska in their tournament out there, and they lost to a very good Nevada team out there, and then they lost at Xavier in a game that I thought Xavier played really well, and Buffalo didn't play great. So, this is a very well-coached basketball team. They've won, they've experienced success, they know how to win, and we're going to get their best shot.
I want to ask you a little bit about the Big East Player of the Awards. Marcus and Justin both got awards, Freshman and Player of the Week. What have they meant the past week to get those awards?
Well, it's very, very well deserved. First of all, Marcus had a great game against Ole Miss on Monday, and really kept us in the game in the first half, and we weren't playing particularly well, and then did some great things in the second half as well, and then did some good things against Loyola as well. And Justin's just been incredibly consistent for a freshman. I would not have projected that he would be off to this type of start when I look back to the Justin Patton of a year ago. So the progress that he's made and kind of the poise that he's playing with is not that of a 19-year-old. So I'm excited about where he can go with this, and I think Marcus can get a lot better too as he gets a little bit better feel for what we want out of him offensively.
Freshman of the Week award, what did that mean to you to get that first award kind of early here in the season?
Yeah, it meant a lot. When I first found out, one of my friends told me to look on Twitter. So I looked, and then I was pretty excited when I saw it. And I also saw that we were top 10 in the AP polls, and that was honestly more exciting. And it wouldn't be possible, the Big East Freshman of the Week, without that ranking and us beating those teams. So I'm proud of my team.
Yeah, tell me about the top 10. You guys were 12, but to crack the top 10, the program very rarely had done that in the past. I think it's third time in the school's history. What does it mean to be in the top 10?
It means a lot. I was waiting on Rob's tweet, that interesting fact where he says how many times we've cracked the top 10. And 3 times, being the third time, or the fourth, it's an honor. And I'm proud of my team. We made this far. Hopefully we can get further than that.
Yeah, how much bigger does that target put on you with that top 10 ranking?
Oh, a lot. We got to play on it. Every single team, we're getting their best shot. So we just got to realize that we got to come out and ready to play like we're top 10.
Tell me how this team's playing, heading into tomorrow night's matchup.
Our team is playing really good. Our chemistry is at an all-time high, I believe. And then we had a little lull against Loyola, Maryland, and I think that helped us out and realized that we got to come out and play every single game. So I think in the next game we'll come out with some more urgency and get the job done early.
Yeah, tell me about tomorrow night's game. You're still in conference play. Now that you're a top 10 team, every game counts to remain in the top 10. Talk about this matchup tomorrow night.
This is a big game. This team is probably going to be an NCAA tournament team. And if we get the job done, this will not really seal the deal, but this will help us out come March, and whether we're on the bubble or for sure the tournament. So we want to get the job done against them in Akron. There's 2 really good teams, and we just want to go in and execute, practice today, and get everything done, and hopefully get the win.
I got to ask you, with the injury to Zach, this has kind of put a little bit more playing time for you. What is his injury kind of meant for that center position?
It's kind of been a blessing in disguise. Zach was a good player on the court, but he's also a better person off the court. He can tell us what we're missing, and me and Martine and Toby, if he sees anything going wrong, he just comes and pulls us aside and tells us what we need to do. But all year we've had this next man up mentality, and it's in effect, full effect right now. So I'm proud of how Martine stepped up last game, but we're going to need more out of all of us come going down the season and finishing the season.
Let's talk about your Big East Award, Player of the Week. You've only been playing a few weeks here with Creighton, and you've already gotten one award. What's that mean to you?
It definitely means a lot for me because, I take my game every week by week, and I just want to get better every week. So coming off of that, Big East Player of the Week is a big deal for me, and I'm happy. And my teammates really helped me get it. They looked for me a lot, and I got easy baskets off of them.
Today, the poll came out from Associated Press. For the third time in the school's history, this team's in the top 10 for Creighton. What does it mean to crack the top 10?
Oh, it's an honor. Growing up, all you do is watch college basketball and dreaming of being the top 10 team in the country. So it's kind of unreal that it's here, but now we have a target on our back because people are going to try to take us down because we're a top 10 team.
Yeah, being a top 10 team, every game becomes just more important. Talk about this matchup tomorrow night, and, because you can't take them lightly.
Right, I heard they were a tournament team a couple years ago, so, they're definitely going to be gunning to get us. And, every game's a big game now. Being top 10, everybody's going to try out, come out and beat us because, everybody wants to be on Sports Center, and everybody talks about knocking down a top 10 team.
I want to ask you about Justin. Here's a freshman. Zach's injured, more pressure on him now to perform well and longer in the games. What impact has Justin made as a freshman here?
Oh, he's making a huge impact. It's good to see him grow, especially from his redshirt year, because I did spend a lot of time with him as we both were redshirting. So it's good to see him growing, and I expect this out of Justin. And he knows with Zach being down that he has to step up even more, and I know he's capable of bringing his game to a whole nother level right now.